Super excited to be back for turn 16 of Decisive Campaigns Barbarossa. I have changed the settings on OBS to drop the frame rate. We're trying 24. I found out it was on 60 frames a second, and we just don't need that for this game. This isn't Call of Duty or something. I think I could even drop to 10, and I was actually pretty happy with the frame rate of 10, but we'll stick with 24 here and see how that works. It seems to be a little more like what you experience with the standard. Okay. Without OBS on, where it's very smooth for me scrolling around. Oh, we shall begin with the Finns. And what does this mean? That is not good. Almost 10% of our people killed. We really didn't get any of them. Their readiness was very high. Huh. That's interesting. Okay. What's our fatigue? It's not bad. 14. I mean, it could be a lot worse. I'm not going to move these guys. They can... It's very tempting to set them on defense. Very, very tempting. Let's see what will happen here. Yeah, we've got the people to whack them, but it's very even. I don't know. Versus 330. I mean, this would be a meat grinder. I think I'm just going to stay still here. Oh, this feels so much better to be scrolling around like this. So, let's do the obvious. Hopefully we'll take Talinn. Good. And we'll be able to get our barges started sometime soon. Get this party started. I guess. Fine. Is that as far as we go? Yeah, I don't really want to do that. I think we can pretty easily dispense with these folks. We're way overpowered here. Wow, everything is running better, huh? I'm pretty happy with that. Okay. And let me get... Huh. Now that is interesting. Let's see how we do. Now you can hear things running a lot faster and a lot better than the bang, crash, bang sort of noises that we heard before. Now that's pod racing. Okay, not going to do anything with the 4th Panzer Group yet, except I will move these guys. This is why I move them singly, because some will move farther than others, but getting them out of the swamp. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is no longer agonizing. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. I want to look for other encirclements. Certainly have one here. Plans from last turn that we can finish off. Okay, I see no reason not to attack with the maximum. Absolute pulverization. Got to the front with 56,000 people and change. Destroyed a force of about 24,000. Not too shabby. So, kind of done what I expected they would do. Remember, we've got this gap down here to deal with. I'll leave the cavalry to do something about that. We've got our 2 Panzer Group leaders here, so I really need to bust through here. Wow, that's kind of disappointing. How are we for fuel? 4,000. Wow, we cannot get as far as I wanted at all. I'm going to abandon that area up there. Trying to go up there and chase these guys around. I'll let 9th Army do that. Alright, I've moved the 9th Army up. There's not a lot else going on. Maybe we'll be able to swoop in and catch these guys. They'll probably run away. We are not far from Moscow. We've got Vyazma here. That's we're on the doorstep off. These guys really needed help over here. Oh, it's like playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. Not quite good enough, I'm afraid. Trying to do is get some more units in place to get more firepower to knock these guys out. Oh, they make it look so easy. Alright. You guys are next. Well. So what we got here? Not enough. And here, what we have here? We have lots. Too much. Too much, really. We might get some squishing done here. It's squishing season. Okay, so the question is, can we finish the job? It's looking pretty good. I've got a couple units spare here. Yeah, go there. Okay, let's get the Luftwaffe to send us some fuel. Take it from me, why not? Alright, Guderian is a happy man. Didn't I have one more unit that I could move? I guess not. Huh. Alright, kids. 382, and on our side, a little less. 275, but they are cut off. Let's see what happens. Mostly mobile, huh? Ah, it looked so good there for a minute. I mean, we did a good job. We knocked out about 17,000 of theirs for 3,000 of ours, 2,700, about 10%. We'll get them next turn. A little frustrating. I'm disappointed it wasn't dealt with, but that's typical. No. This is a pretty strong. Oh, it's 198. When we've got 100, this is where they'll break out, if they can. Can't move. Nope. Would move if I could. Okay. No, and also cannot move any further. Okay, so that deals with the northern part of Army Group Central. I'm going to leave this for a moment. As I said, leaving this gap wide open is absolutely terrifying. This is a big force to get rid of. There's only 146 of them in there. Turns out Hugo's group is really important, but let's do it. 491 out of 500, 75% concentric bonus versus 146. Kablamo! And it's over. 26,000 people for a loss of 400. This game's all about setup. Okay. What a shift, huh? We've still got this stupid issue that's really annoying about this army zones line here. They can run across it, I can't. We've got no fuel, so I'm going to beg the Luftwaffe to come and help. Army Group South. 1,800, not bad. We could have done a lot worse than that. And we've got some mobility now. I'm going to move the 6th Army to the east. Okay, so they're now moved over. They're out of the swamp. They're in good territory as far as supply goes, and some of these units need resupply. They've got that yellow dot there. So we saw this problem last turn. What do we do about this? I was just talking about it. These guys, if I attack them, they can just run back across the zone border, and I have nothing to go after them with over there because my guys are tied up here. And I'm going to have to detach 2nd Army, pull them back, and start making a wall here and connect up with these units, which are unfortunately a little tied up more than I thought. I might have to move back a space or something. I mean, they can only get to there, right, with coverage. That's not good. So we have a lot of ground to cover. I'm going to come down to the south here. Right. We've got this problem. All these 17th Army units having a nap for 2 turns. Huh. And they backed off here. This is very interesting. I'm going to do some maneuvering. I think I can encircle these guys. We'll see. And there's this to go after as well. So I started a battle here. So just pushing these guys back. Can we attack and attack again? Excellent. We broke him. So we got a bunch of Romanians up here. Yeah. The game feels good. The game feels like it's running right. Let's see, these units are very weak. We've got superiority. That is the end of that. 6,400. Okay, it's not the biggest stack in the world. We're pretty much equal. I'm going to wait a turn. And there's that 9th Army. Can we get him? Get him if we could. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. We've still got this defense problem up here. I'm not sure what to do about that. Do I send a couple units back? I kind of feel like I should. Just in case they cross the border and come on down. And that's my limit. Okay. Yeah, it looks okay to me. Alright, I think we've dealt with Super South, Army Group South. We've still got this Panzer Group problem to deal with. I know I need to come down here. I am loath to abandon all this, particularly this bridge here. I'm going to leave this blocker unit there for now. Some of these guys will come up and across and whatnot from the 6th Army over the next couple turns. Supply is okay here. I think I want to leave that motorized division there for right now, although maybe moving them into this swamp hex is not a bad idea. How's this, or this one? Let's do that. Let's do that, because they're not right in our faces right here. And this gives some zone of control. A little bit of an issue here where they could press, but then they've still got to cross the border and into these swamps, and then these guys can take care of them, so... it's not awful. We're already running out of fuel. Okay, the Hungarians can move. Way too much firepower. Okay. It's fine. Oh, I wish we had more fuel, but remember we've got that little problem that I moved all the forward supply bases in one turn. I think we're done. I think we're done with this. I can't do much more. I might be able to move like one oh no, I've got one unit of fuel, one only barrel of fuel remaining. Okay. And I think we took care of, okay, yeah, so we've got Panzer Group 4. And we could adjust the 16th Army slightly. I can pull them up north a little bit. We've got this part of 2nd Panzers to deal with. This is not pretty. Okay, and I'm alright to leave this hex open, although let's just put the cavalry there. So, quick look to see where 2nd Army is. And we'll just begin pulling out. is still a gap, but they can't get that far, and I can still close them off. We should have zone of control here. Should. No one can guarantee anything. I don't like that. No. Okay, we're going to stay where we are here. We'll redistribute these guys in Second Army more like this next round. We have to stop them from breaking into Mogilev and getting towards that bridge, and that's okay. We're quite capable of doing that. Now, as to Fourth Army. Wow. That's not great. Yep, we lost a lot of our guys. About a fifth of our guys here. And how you doing? Well, I mean, it's not bad, but let's get some of these guys across the river. Next step is to tie these guys up. Can the command center get across? Alright. I guess that's as good as it's gonna get for right now. I don't know why, but this is a very short episode, and I don't know if it's because of the frame rate improvement or what. But this is definitely a better experience. I should have looked. Yep, the swamp is not our friend. Okay. Back to their next turn, and we'll get one of these up here. From the 9th Army. Close the gap. I don't see any real problem. That unit looks like it's kind of by itself. That I expected to work. Huh. Can you move forward one more? Nope. Didn't lose anybody. That wasn't a bad choice. Got 1,800 of them. Okay, and next turn, if I remember, I'll move the 121st back to there. Remember, we've got 3 more units that are resting. Alright, so what is the objective here? What do we want to try and accomplish? Can move the Panzer headquarters up 1 because of this command group. We've still got this issue. There is a group at Kirovograd that have come out of the woodwork, and we're trying to... its bark is worse than its bite. Look at that. These are not powerful units. You know, these are up here. These 3. I kind of hate how I'm being forced to stretch out here. Huh. You can't attack? You can. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that was a roughie. 5% or so about of our troops lost. We did inflict a fair amount of damage. Oh, this is so much more fun to play like this, I gotta say, though. Yeah, and... no one can attack. That really changed the shape of everything. Okay, well, we'll get these units up, these three 4th Panzer Group infantry units up, and they can, in the next turn or so, blockade this area. And they're not going to get very far trying to come through here, if they do. We could beat on this unit. Oh, I've got to improve my relationship with von Lieb. It is not good. I'm not feeling it. Something has to happen. And these guys need to rest the rest of this turn, that's 4 days, and then next turn, which is 4 days, before they can move up. So I think it's going to be a bit before we're able to mass something that is able to go in this direction and get after these guys and finish off Luga. Tempted to just leave it as is. Shame about this envelopment. Just checking to see if I missed anything. I don't think so. Let's see what our decisions look like. Okay. Oh, this is great. Yes, I understand you wish me to be more aggressive, but have you stopped to consider that you have not given me sufficient resources for the task before me? I have a list of requests for men and material that my staff have lodged with your headquarters over recent times. How many have we received? None. We are clearly the forgotten theater. So, bitching and moaning. Refuse me the means that cannot be faulted for failing to achieve the ends. It is a sad situation when I am reduced to ordering temporary halts for want of necessary resources to continue our advance to Leningrad. I must state for the record that I am displeased for your treatment of Here's Group Nord. I was expecting better and am constantly disappointed by your lack of foresight and failure to grasp the strategic situation. It's just because I've made decisions that you don't like. So, we only have 33 political points here, but I am going to use 12 and pull back into line here. It raised us 9, so he's still distrustful. Minus 27, but it is actually an improvement. Rail conversion. This won't cost us anything, I don't think. Where are we going? We're not going to suddenly switch. We're going to stick going with the inside. What do we do with this? I'm going to go and instigate a protective doctrine to protect our construction battalions for the railway. Yeah, Braukich is unimpressed. No, it didn't hurt him. It stayed poor. Relocate airfield, Army Group Center. It is, let's see, where did I put it? Let's look in my book. The book is upside down. Army Group Center, Air, Orsha. Okay, it is at Orsha, and so why would I want to move it? I am not going to move it. It is in the greatest possible spot it could be in. So we have 2 things left. The air doctrine, which is Hermann Goering wants something, and then cultural differences, which is about us and our Romanian allies. This doesn't cost anything, though. This guy, he doesn't even have a name. Commander of the 1st Hungarian Motorized Division. Let's get von Rundstedt is asking for a liaison officer. I'll give it. And that didn't really, I don't know what that did. We didn't get a plus or a minus. So, Goering is asking, my Luftflotte marshals would like to know what doctrine they are expected to follow. This is pretty funny. On the Ostfront, as it is unclear at present and an element of confusion exists. Standard flight doctrine is for missions to be flown only when the aircraft are operating within their designed environmental parameters. This does not mean the Luftwaffe only flies when the sun shines and the tulips are in full bloom. Haha. We are a professional military organization that are prepared for a variety of weather. It would, however, be appropriate for you to issue guidance on what you expect of the Luftwaffe given Russland's vast geography and range of climactic conditions. Okay, we can go for all weather conditions, gamble immediate gains against the risk of long-term losses. Meh. Safety is an elastic concept. It's still a gamble, but not as much of one. Safe weather flying only. I'm going to go with safety as an elastic concept. And it says it's going to take 4 days. And look at the daily log staff report to see what happened. Okay. It says it's a good compromise. I don't know. I don't know indeed. So we're still 5 stars. It's very happy with my strategic and tactical. Logistical is not as good. And I understand because I just did the jerky changes there of changing every forward supply base at once. Probably shouldn't have done that. Probably should let one at a time or something, but still 80%, and the big boss is happy with me, so. What's happening here? Yes. So it's things like this will happen. Let's say this. The Führer takes an interest in the day-to-day operations of 4th Panzer Group, and what that does is it knocks down the action points for everybody in that group, so. So this is where we'll see these. We'll get this at some point. Yeah, the converted locomotives. Remember that? It took like 60 days or something, forever. We're getting close to having to do refits. Our staff is good. Staff efficiency is 125. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, I still haven't designed or assigned tactical air support. Big deal. So, yesterday, or last 4 days, we lost 12,800 soldiers, 40 tanks, 250 transports, and no guns, so that's good, no infantry. But in the war, so far, we've lost 196,000 soldiers, 1,715 tanks, 5,750 transports, and 640 artillery pieces. So that's kind of scary. We've got almost 1.5 million in service, and 190,000 non-combat officers lost. That kind of sucks, and just a lot. So all these interesting statistics. The fun of specific battles. Fetid swamp. Delicious. Well, this is fun. Field Marshal von Rundstedt comments that General Giovanelli, commander of the 25th Motorized Infantry Division, probably the Italians, took charge of the situation and let nothing stand in his way, so he's happy. Maybe we'll see if we get a choice of whether we support that commendation or not. Oh, I wanted to click on Panzer Group Summary. Stop moving. What happens? And as this is maybe the worst possible report you could see. So we're starting to get some high fatigue here. I will let them go up to 30 on occasion. We really do have to do something about that. And and you can look at those unit modifiers when you play the game. All right, I think it's time to. I think that's everything. I think it's time to push the button. Man, this was a quick turn. There wasn't a lot of maneuver that needed to be done. And results were fast. And we pretty much did what we needed to do. We took over the, finished the encirclements that we wanted to, and now let's see what they do. Will hordes come out of the mists of the east? In this fog of war we've got. I'm pretty stoked about the frame rate improvement. Ripe for encirclement if it sits there. I can drive around it. I'm gonna have to push one or two of these units out of the way. I can especially come around from the bottom. Huh. Wow. Yep. They're booting it. They're getting the heck out of there and making a new defensive line here. They have come to test. I can see the attempted breakout coming from Vyazma. Moved a few units here. I don't know why they all haven't attacked this unit. They could have probably driven that out and escaped. No, I feel less like I'm fighting with the game, and that's really good. So we've got one more turn of fuel and supply hell, and then we'll be back to normal. What are you guys up to? Interesting. And look at all this. And the push. I have to get the panzers down here. Ugh. That's getting ugly up there by that swamp. I don't like that at all. Yay. Nothing terrifically terrible happened. Yeah, real life they were getting tired. Good, 5 decisions. Excellent. A low number is good. It doesn't matter what anybody says about the war and our prospects of making it home alive. Eric always smiles and replies that the cows will be waiting for me. I wish that I had his blind faith that everything would turn out okay. Maybe it would help if I too had some bovines pining for my return. I fell asleep and missed breakfast this morning. We've been up since 0200 waiting for something that didn't happen. Well, let's have a peek at our performance evaluation. We're up to 5 on the leadership. Excellent. 100% on strategic. We got that 1%. And we're at 83%, and apparently that broke the Führer's brain, so... yeah, it's still that major stump. We lost 15,000. Wow. In the last 4 days. Tremendous. I mean, it just adds up. You don't see it coming. Well, I hope you like the new frame rate, and it makes it easier to watch. I'm going to maybe continue playing around with some of these settings and see what we get. And thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.